Good evening and welcome back to 2D4 Come Hell or High Rollers, a actual play D&D stream here on Twitch. I am David, your DM for this evening, and I am joined by my friends Daniel.
I am Daniel. I'm playing Oxus the Leonin Fightor, Monster Hunter Fighter dude. Yeah.
Connor.
Howdy, I'm Connor. I am playing Mihongo, the half-elf swashbuckler rogue bard.
Host on Twitch, Nate.
Hi, I'm Big Nate, playing Kire, the Herringon Beast Barbarian.
And a new player that will be joining us from here on in, our friend Ro.
Hello, I am Ro or Jonathan. I'll probably be called both. I'm playing a character we have not met yet.
We're gonna keep it at that. We are down one player for this evening. Our druid, our Cena, played by Michelle, is not going to be joining us this evening. And our other player, Moon, played by Noah, will be joining us shortly. So, last we left off, had made your way into the sewers, away from the dead-infested streets of the city. You had followed the halfling Rowan through the sewers, to which you came upon a open cavern, more or less. It looked to be the main point for repairs for the sewer system when it was running, or at least this where the hub would be for any people that would work on part of the city. There you found a collection of, 23 survivors left in the city.
I think so.
That sounds about right.
23 total.
Six of them being children. And after talking with the tiefling that seemed to be not in charge, but more or less guiding them into trying to survive, Stevie, y'all came up with a plan to use the sewer system as a way for escape, taking the sewer system all the way back down to the piped exits that shoot off onto the mountain itself. Utilizing healing magics, good berries, and create water, y'all had more or less raised the spirits of everybody there and healed the kids who were in dire need of medical attention. You also found blueprints after climbing up the cavern into the utility station on the main ground, where you avoided a couple of dead that were walking around the building and managed to get a copy of a bunch of different sections of the sewer system, which Stevie will be putting together for y'all to put into a cohesive big map for y'all to use to get around underground. You had also found their engagement ring. A rogue did, who was sounding like a static box.
No, he was a Warforged all along.
Clang return.
My internet was kind of shitting itself, so I switched to my phone. Are these headphones being really staticky?
A little bit.
Yeah. Let's see, is it better when I mute myself?
I don't hear anything, but it's only really happening when you talk, which is going to be the issue. Either way, the rogue managed to find their engagement ring and steal a couple of golden knickknacks from their office, while also finding carved numbers in one of the floor of the desk drawers. Those numbers being 4. Shit, what were they?
15, right? Or
Yeah,
13,
4,
13?
15, 4. Oh, 4, 15, 15, 13.
Amun!
Hey, and here is our missing player. He hath returned.
Howdy.
We were discussing last time on Dragon Ball Z type stuff.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. So I was saying that y'all when was the last time you played with us? When y'all made it into the sewers?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, we'll go from there. You'd made it into the town, made it into the sewers, and you had followed the halfling Rowan to a big chamber where the survivors of the city were. You healed people that were there, you found maps for the sewer system, and the gang had decided to use the sewers as an exit point to get all the people out, so they don't have to go above ground where the zombies are.
Also, their leader's name is Stevie Nicks.
Habit. If I find it, if there's an NPC whose name I forgot, I tend to go for classic rock stars. Right.
What race was Stevie again?
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Red
Red.
tiefling.
For some reason, I thought he was a different tiefling.
No, it's not Amnon. There are no blue scales on this red tiefling. Alright. We joined back up after y'all had gotten the maps and gotten them back down to Stevie, who had put them together in one cohesive drawing of the sewer system. As a reminder, the plan was to scout, if I remember correctly, I have it written down. The plan was to scout out the sewer system, finding the best and easiest way to get to the exit, any of the exit tunnels that shoot off the side of the mountain. And after securing that route, get the people out.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was
That's
also
not like I wanted to go through those views.
Connor, those headphones.
Yeah, I was barely
Alright,
able to
give me
understand.
some time.
They
10-4.
can't understand you at all.
There are no
He said,
words.
"Give me some time," right there.
Okay. It was also discussed that leaving the Babao, which is the demon that is creating these zombies, alive here is not an option. They need to be destroyed. Noah, were you here for the Babao reveal? Do I need to explain?
Yeah,
what
I
that is?
remember Curate. I remember Curate like having a staring contest with the bow.
Yeah, yeah.
How are these?
Oh, perfect.
Lot
Much
better.
better.
We can
Okay.
finally hear your beautiful voice.
Well, hopefully they don't die on me.
Oh no.
I need to get you some plugged-in headphones.
But yeah,
That's what the last
I remember the bow.
All I
Okay.
know is next time I see Connor, I owe him like a birthday and a Christmas gift, so a nice pair of headphones might be on his way if I ever go up to his area.
I mean,
Yeah.
the other set were a pair of Razer.
Oh no.
Those are the ones that were wired that
Oh,
were causing
Noah.
the trouble.
Noah!
No.
You good, homie?
No, never.
No.
Life. In the words of Joe Walsh, life ain't fair.
I thought he said life's been good to me so far.
Well, whatever Joe Walsh said, it's the opposite of that.
Okay. So,
The laser cats. The laser cats.
back into it. Y'all are back in that open cavern area, and y'all had just gotten the maps set up together. I don't know if you Mihongo have told anybody about like the carvings that you found or anything or what else, but
No, probably not, but I said I would sneak off to check whenever everyone was asleep.
okay. So who is going off to do the path exploration?
Is there by chance an actual map made yet that we can see?
Steve has set out all the individual.
And he's working on it?
I need to see. Yes, I need to see how well. I need to roll to see how well Stevie does this.
About to say, because if it goes well, I'd like to try to copy it down in a
Yep.
book.
Let's use this new book that David got for NPCs.
Oh.
Right.
That way we might be able to finally change off of the continental background.
Yeah.
Can y'all see through the camera right now?
I can see you, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not looking, but
Cause yeah, right now we are somewhere in the realm of here.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Let me zoom in so I can get as close to. Yeah.
I only ask because I don't know if it can actually see me when I'm on a different tab.
Wait, where are we?
We're right now.
Yeah,
We're
up
right
here. In
Right.
Get Full Stop.
right there. Right there-ish.
Drawing
Somewhere
on my
around.
maps.
Somewhere around
Drawing
there.
on my maps. Remove those cursed arrows.
We're not over here. We're not over
Daniel,
here.
please.
We've never even ventured down here except for Mihongo.
Daniel,
This is
please,
where a lot of us are
I made this
from.
map. I made this map myself. Please. Please.
Give me a minute. They're not deleting. They're not deleting.
I have disadvantage
Oh
on
god, oh
important
man, oh
rolls.
god, oh man.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah. Wait, David, what do I know about the Slither King?
What?
What do I know about the Slither King? Because remember I rolled a nat 20 on figuring out if I knew what that was or not.
Oh, that dude in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the El homie down there.
Mm-hmm. This guy.
Leviathan, the Slither King. Yeah.
You finally noticed it.
No, I've only been up at Gipfelstadt. That's all I've been at. Jesus.
Lasted, I think, 2.5 months before someone noticed.
Let me bring up my notes for this because I have this actually written.
No. We'll do that later. We'll do that later.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, this is gonna be like a. Yeah, you're fine. I do have notes for this, so.
Are we gonna get a dungeon map for the sewers?
I'll dungeon map your sewers.
Oh, calm down there, Moon. We're not friends like that.
Not right.
I
No
didn't
dungeon
give you
map.
a fish.
No dungeon map for the sewers.
friend.
Not today. But it is set and ready. Set and ready. You do have a map for them and can guide your way through it. But who is going to walk the path and see if there's and find a clear way through the sewers?
Kire!
I believe I'll go on a little wandering adventure.
Okay.
We'll go with Curie.
Oh, but not me. I see how it is.
We are not from the same homeland, although we share much similarities. Curie and I come from the same place.
Where is that you come from? Is
Feldspar?
it? Yeah. I scrolled through my notes. It's like I can't find what it's called. I'm also from Feldspar.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have
So
not
just
been
gonna be-
there in about 25 years or so. Hold up, let me check my backstory. I think it's 19. I've been there 19 or so
Actually,
years.
Do I have a backstory written? I don't think I do. I don't.
In about 20 years, not 25, whatever.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't have
closer.
a backstory.
I'm closer. I've been gone from there for like 20 years, Moon.
Oh. Wait, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 39.
Oh, you're such a baby.
And you?
I'm 8 years older than you are, so that would make me how old?
That make you a geezer.
No, and I point to Kyrie whenever I ask her because I'm helping her learn math and stuff. 47 minus 39, Kyrie? Come on, you can do this.
Roll. Nope.
You see her counting the fingers. She hopping on one foot, bringing a foot up. Doesn't need those appendages to count, but is doing it anyways. She doesn't have an answer.
Of her fur right below, section of her fur right below her nose that starts to go red.
It starts with an E, but it sounds like an A.
Elderly. He's elderly.
I'm 8 years. I'm 8 years older than you are. Nobody ever told you to respect your elders, Otis. I'm just gonna walk away.
All about strength.
Mycena is going to offer to stay behind with create food, water, and good berries and everything else, and try to make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, but it is brains over brawn of this. Although you can do both.
In my pride, it was very much bronze over brains. That's how we had to survive out there.
Eh. Cut from the same cloth, as they say. Although one's a bit more silk and the other end's a bit more frayed, wouldn't you agree?
It's just this blank look that Oxus does not understanding what you just said.
Subtle insults. Subtle insult.
Okay.
Mihongo, what will you be doing?
I suppose I can go and check out some of the tunnels.
Alright.
Alright. So here it is. It's all set up. So if you want to, draw a copy of it or whatever, this is from memory. It all lines up from the full blueprint I've seen.
Kyrie would like to do that exactly, just with her book, sketch it down as best as she could.
Okay.
With this, I didn't mean to click it twice. Would I just be able to pretty much examine it and have that on memory? With that for the first part of that?
Hey, I got one of those too.
Oh wow!
But those of you who have the ability to either memorize maps or who want to draw them out, is the plan to stay together or split up, or what's the plan?
Let's figure it out.
If only Etrin were here to draw that map.
Yes, my background's completely relevant too.
That would be something you did.
Books in the sewer? Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, come on.
So, is there like two relatively equal length the shortest path and then the next path's relatively short, or is it still pretty much just the same path?
It kind of depends because the path, it kind of splits every time it switchbacks, because there are parts of it that like it'll continue going down the switchback, like it'll actually follow. There are other parts, every switchback it breaks off on its own and goes down its own way that you imagine down those snaking ways of sewage tunnels would lead to an exit. But the whole goal is to get back to the one that leads closest to the gondola above you or the mountain stop before like the actual base of the mountain. As I stated before, it's still a half mile up if you get to the sewage exit. It's still a half mile back up to the gondola to get everybody down, or a 2-mile trek down the mountain.
Where is
I think
Rowan?
2 miles down would be better than a half mile up.
Half mile with zombies versus 2 miles no zombies.
Oh
I
no,
say
I'm
2
not
miles.
thinking the zombies will be an issue. I'm thinking that it'd be easier going down than up.
Yes.
I mean, how many of us here can fly? And I'm just gonna kind of slowly raise a hand. That does more
Well,
than that.
The issue with that move is Mycena speaking. The issue is more about getting the people out. We could do either way, up or down, when we get to the exits. The issue is getting everybody else down the mountain.
I see.
It's the
Which is
easiest
why we
way.
can go check it out.
Yeah, and that's what y'all are doing. I just want to stay here and take care of everybody. The issue is, I think it would be easier if we got to the exit and found a way to get that half mile up to the gondola. That way there's no 2 miles worth of risk that somebody's going to fall and kill themselves.
Makes sense.
Kire wants to know where Rowan is so he can point out if he knows off the map itself where any of the collapses have happened, if he's in the area at the moment.
Rowan hasn't moved. Rowan, when y'all got there, took y'all to Stevie, face planted on his cot, and hasn't moved since. He's just out. Wake him up if you want to. Wake them up.
Hey, what's your opinion on something?
Well,
Think we should stick together the whole time, or shall we split up the first time we come across a cave-in?
I mean, we're both pretty strong. I think we could handle it ourselves if we did a split up. But yeah, I
Split
think
up
we can do that.
Sounds like it's a smart idea.
Okay.
Well,
So y'all head out.
I believe once Kire's got it all noted down, I'll probably have it roughly in my brain by that time.
It's rough sketch. It's literally line here, fork, this way down, this way up. It's just branching out for however much will fit on.
Yeah, like a doctor's note. No one else can read that. Alright. So off y'all go. Easily
Onwards
enough,
and
you
upwards.
just retrace back the scratch marks that Rowan led you through. Having memorized the map for the most part, I would like either both of y'all with the Wanderer background give me survival checks, or one of you with advantage.
Which would you like, Kire? Individual or advantage?
Yeah, let's take a look at it together. Do you want to look at mine, or did you draw a map, or?
I got it in this steel trap up here. Individual it is.
Okay.
Steel trap.
So like I said, looking at Kiri's drawing of this map, what the fuck are you looking at? You have no clue what this is going on, but Kiri seems to have a hold of it, and it leads you.
Why is there a cliff right here, Kire?
That's. It's either the cliff at the end, or that's just a left turn. I can't remember.
No, because this over here looks like the end. You have a little picture of freedom.
It'll make sense. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, you managed to make your way back into that point where the sewage tunnel forks from that one path that you came in to the three that split out. You remember Mihongo having looked off to the. I think it was Mihongo. You looked off to the left and saw the cave in where they had all where there was a couple of the dead just standing there staring up and out of the sewage system. I would like everybody here on this excursion, including Ro, to make perception checks.
Perception.
Perception.
Woo!
Do I see it?
Perception.
Yeah, turn it off to.
Yes. Oxus will, and Curie will see and hear this before.
Oh,
everybody
Jesus.
else.
Oakses.
Curie, wait. Curie with her 14?
That's a survival, the 19 perception.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Sir, why is your perception so high?
And Moon.
I'm a stalker. I had to hunt.
Yeah.
Stalker.
Oh my goodness.
You've made your way to the three.
Okay.
I
And
took the expertise fee in it.
Gotcha.
you made your way to the 3-point fork. You remember off to the left is where the collapse happened about 500 feet down, and they're just dead, staring up and out. You look. You get curious as to what could be down the middle fork. As you look down the middle fork, you all kind of like just tense up and just listen. Somewhat out of sight, you hear what sound to be the sound of tiny or smaller feet pitter pattering at a somewhat rapid pace, coming from further down this branch. Which you remember looking at the map that this branch leads up to the manor.
Well,
Ro, you do not see them standing at the exit, as they are kind of out of sight.
All right.
It is nearly pitch black down in that tunnel. They can't see you either. They just hear the sound of your feet as you're running.
I don't look like a light in the dark because of my arm glowing.
I mean, if you want to give him advantage, then we'll take that 16. You see at the end of this tunnel where you remembered that there being this fork that you decided, fuck directions, go straight. You see a white, like a bright white light. That's just kind of sitting there at the edge of the exit of the tunnel, and looking around that light, you see it is attached to a person that looks like a giant lion cat thing that is walking on two legs.
L? He's so tall.
Yeah,
I'm gonna prepare.
Oxus is just going to turn towards the sound.
I'm gonna prepare my tambourine. Hey, who the hell are you?
Who are you?
You dare ask? I am Tom Denzeg, the great nuisance. Who are you?
I am Oxus. The Oxus.
Oakses. Wait, what did this guy say his name was, though?
What was your name again?
Denzeg.
Little Dancer?
No. God, I'm dealing with an idiot, too. Tom, stupid. Why are you glowing?
Why aren't you glowing?
Alas. That ability has continued to elude me. Why are you in this?
I assume you step somewhat towards the light.
Yeah, I'm going to approach now.
Okay. Stepping out of that endless darkness, you see before you Ro, if you would like to describe what they see.
You see
Sure.
a pale gray. You see a pale gray kobold with red eyes. He has a tambourine in one hand, and he's very unsubtly resting his other hand on the hilt of a sword, watching the world.
You're having some audio issues, sir.
Yeah, you went robot.
Uh-oh.
Don't go
How's
for
that?
a robot.
I heard
better.
red eyes, gray.
Red Eye's hand on a sword.
Alright. Yeah, you see a tiny, pale gray kobold with his one hand resting on the hilt of a sword and the other has a tambourine in it.
Oh,
How tall are you?
I am 2'1".
Let's go.
Oh,
Hey.
what's happened to the chicken?
in Draconic, I'm gonna just say, well, met good for the poking my head around Kire.
Hey! You speak a good language.
Yes, I am quite familiar with it. What brings you to these tunnels?
Oh, just looking for a place to settle down, have an adventure, claim all the glory. Usual.
Would you like to claim glory with us?
I don't know who us is. Who is you?
We have a name for ourselves? And this is back in common to the group.
I thought we were Team Dream Team.
We are Team Dream Team.
Right.
In Draconic, I'm gonna say it in Draconic, so it just sounds like. Or
Ro,
whatever.
would you roll me another perception check, please, with advantage?
And I'm gonna just give him a big old like kitty cat grin, like a cat were to get into catnip, and just be like,
While they start talking in common, it's very easy to tune it out. It's a very boring language. It's not dignified like Draconic. It's boorish in its delivery. But in this tuning out, and you start looking around at the rest of it, you notice that crawling up behind the lion man, you notice a somewhat small white dragonling that begins to weave its way through each and every one of their legs before resting beneath the lion man's legs.
Oh, shit. I'm then going to proceed to beg, cower, and grovel in front of the dragon.
Oh, so you're one of those kobolds.
Every
no.
kobold is that kobold when they see a dragon.
Not anymore. They got rid of that feature.
yeah, not if I played Zed's Brandikowski.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah,
I
they got rid of that
imagine.
in Monsters of the Multiverse.
Well, that's stupid. What do they do now?
You're playing the right kobold. That's the wrong kobold.
Or comedy. Oh.
Either way, I'm begging, cowering, and groveling to this dragon. I'm like, oh, please, don't kill me, I'll serve you.
Is it in Draconic?
Yeah, so it's gonna be in Draconic.
Okay.
Oh, great one, I know you must be the mastermind behind this group. Please use my strength, and we will raise terrible havoc upon people.
Oaks, as you hear in your head, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. He's just. I don't know that language.
Telepathically.
What is he saying?
Telepathically to Oaks, I'm gonna translate everything he's saying in common to you. And just basically interpret it.
So
you're kind of getting the full picture while this is all going on. You're just like, what?
So Moon, I'll just respond back into my head. This is gonna be a bad influence on Hebe.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of like him. Don't get me wrong. Havoc, I'm not particularly like hoping to wreak upon the land, but
How
I
about
don't know.
out loud?
He
Out
just
loud.
has a certain like je ne sais quoi about him. And I can't help but say,
Oh, please.
he's alluring.
Oh, please, great one, I'll bring you food, I'll bring you glory, I'll bring you treasure.
Toom, please come rise. Sure, you don't need to, grovel in front of Hebe.
Let's
in front of our draconic friend here.
Oxus is just gonna say in common. You can worship all you want, just don't bring havoc. We're trying to stop havoc. Stop.
Yeah, we're in the business of no havoc.
If the Great One doesn't want the havoc, the Great One won't get it. But if he does, that's his prerogative.
In draconic Tahiti, I'm gonna ask him if he wants havoc.
You hear in your head, he said he'd give me food. Keep him.
Tahiti, we in draconic, I'm gonna be like, we feed you enough. Like, we can always get you more though. If you want, all you have to do is ask. We will get you. more food.
But if he said his whole purpose is to bring me food.
Is this
Whatever
mentally? Is he mentally communicating with everyone or just Moon?
The both of you.
Okay. I just want you to know that he himself is not food. I hope you know that. So if you do get, is Heavy
There's a sense of
comparatively,
like very
size?
slight. There's a
Or
very
is Heavy
slight
still
sense of
smaller?
disappointment.
Is
Heavy
Heavy
is-
smaller than the Kobold than Tomb, or is he
No,
slightly?
I would say.
Can you bring Heavy food?
I would say Heavy is big enough at this point for this 2-foot tall kobold to ride Heavy. Heavy wouldn't be able to fly, but you know.
Okay. I just
He's-
wanted to make sure
Heavy's
if
big.
Heavy was big enough to like, if he wanted to, he could chow down on this kobold and be like, no, Heavy, no.
If Heavy wanted to, he could probably chow down on all of us.
Is this
I
an actual
mean-
conversation going on?
Their head, so
Uh,
it's kind of like just silence for you.
Yeah.
The dragon is just looking back and forth between the two cat people.
I'm maintaining my position.
On the ground.
Begging, cowering,
Prostrate
and
yourself
groveling, yes.
before- prostrate
So
yourself
the new
before
ones
dragon.
have Draconic Cry. So as an action, they let out their cry, and let's see. Until the start of your next turn, you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of the creatures who could hear you. A number of times equal to your proficiency bonus
Oh.
per long rest.
Maybe we should figure out what he's doing in the tunnel first,
Um.
before any other
One
decisions
question. What's with the tambourine? I feel like that should be a big point
If-
of
If you'll permit me, Ro.
Yeah.
You were just in this town, and then the zombies started happening. So you went down beneath the sewer system, where it's like, hey, it won't look down. It's fine. We'll go here. And you just made your way along the tunnels, and you had just recently come from this giant, very ostentatious, ugly-looking house, where you had gotten into this room that looked like it had just random things, just random instruments of some kind. It's just like these things that look far too complicated to make any sort of good music. What is even this? And then you find something that you're familiar with. It was a small wooden ring drum with a hide over top of it. You know this. This is easy. You don't understand this. But it had like some little like metal circles embedded in the side of it that just dangled there. You obviously picked it up, and as you picked it up, the metal circles just jangled within it, and you went, and you just, this is mine now, and just happily jaunting out of this place, going back to your sewers. Made a lot of noise and attracted a lot of dead that you had to run from.
Exactly. That's about what I imagined. This is a instrument of my people. It's like a drum, but better. There's metal that makes it louder.
What are you doing in this? Like, what? Why are you down here?
I was running for my life, obviously. Now there's a dragon in front of me. So now I'm trying to serve a dragon, so it has something to protect me from all the zombies. Oh, I guess I should have waited till you took me in. Shit.
How close are the zombies?
I don't know. I was running. If I knew, I'd be fighting zombies right now.
I'm gonna just look behind him and check and see if there are any zombies.
Perception check for me.
Absolutely. That's gonna be a. Oh, it was almost good. 10.
Nothing you can see at the moment.
Okay. If there are zombies, we might want to.
Yeah, we're not that far away from base. Might as well go clear them out.
If you would also roll me a D100 just for a random item that I forgot to give you off of this fun list that I always have.
Roll a dragon egg.
Not that list. 53.
He.
This
He's
is
actually-
perfect. You see strapped to his pack on his back, there is this, I would say small, but it's about appropriate size for him. There is a dark brown leather saddle.
Okay.
Yeah. This if you wanna write this down, or I will copy it and send it to you.
Okay.
More importantly, what's with the saddle you have attached to your back also? Are you wishing to be ridden?
Here you go.
Are you wishing
I
to
believe
ride?
it was attached to the pack.
There you go, Ro.
Excuse me.
That's, oh gosh. That's
Okay.
wonderful.
Well,
so there's your answer on how to get Heavy into towns.
Oh gosh.
all right. So, well, I was looking for food in the town because I'm kind of completely broke with no food. And I was looking. There was this real mean guy, but he had something real cool. I took it from him. It was a saddle. It's mine now.
And it is
Do you-
a very like nicely designed saddle. It is like a chocolatey brown leather, very dark, but it has like it's kind of like red and yellow like diamond shapes that are like stitched onto the side of it. It's a very fancy saddle. Like this would be like a top dollar at a stable.
Do you just like to take things that aren't yours? Was that
No, you don't understand. It called to me. I was chosen. It said, I need you to need me. I said, got it.
Oaksis just looks at me, Hongil.
Do you take
Look back. But I don't
so
say anything.
how many things have called to you in the last few days?
Last few days?
Yes.
Oh, the saddle for one.
With the gold in your pouch.
The
There's
tambourine.
some shiny gold things. The tambourine. Oh, there was this guy's belt buckle. That was it recently.
Telepathically, I'm gonna just tell Oak this. I think he's a klepto. And I'm not here to judge, but I don't know if that's what we.
You see a very nicely designed wicker basket on the hip of this lion man.
I eye it, but I don't make any no rash movements yet.
I see levels of rogue in your future.
So
So he's gonna just be the same build as me then?
No, I probably
No.
won't go rogue.
You're mistaking him for a bard.
I am, yes, but also
he said
rogue.
there's zombies. Shall we go try to take out these zombies?
Wasn't the whole point not to draw attention to ourselves? Isn't that what
If they're already in the
Let's
tunnel.
Remember, if any of the zombies see you, all of them know where you are, and the Babao does too.
Oh no, this thing is down here.
Alright, well, we should check it out, but I think we should do so quietly. If
David,
we can
how
get...
high is the ceiling?
The ceiling,
Yeah.
about 9 feet.
Oh, so it's just a 10-foot chamber?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we can take the zombies out without them seeing us, let's do it. If not, then I say we try and move around them.
I'm gonna say, David, could I stealthily climb on the ceiling with my cat's claws?
I would say
And
you
just-
probably could, yeah.
Okay. Just so.
You have to find a way to secure your robes, though, because they'll probably, dangle because gravity.
I got a belt.
L.
It's amazing. How do you keep your pants from falling off stage?
L.
Oh, right, I'm gonna make a roll for Hebe.
How shiny is your belt buckle?
You mine? Oh, I got robes on, but it's just basically a rope.
Tom,
You do
you
notice
hear-
that
you
Mahongal is dressed in pretty nice gear.
You would equate that kind of niceties in the dress that the clothing that he is wearing to that big, ugly, shiny house that you just came from. There were fancy stuff in there.
Nothing calls to me.
You hear in your head as the dragon that you are currently prostrate before slowly begins to walk his way towards you. You hear in your head, "I would not mind if you came with us, especially if you're being the one to give me food."
All right, great one, you got it. Oh, tall ones. Can I have food?
We just gave all our food away. You'll have to find some.
I mean, I think I have an extra ration I can spare. I'm gonna just. I don't think I have any more. Yeah, I gave Phoebe the last of my fish, but I'll give this guy some ration.
Okay.
Oh,
Watch as
thank you.
As the black cat in was it purple robes were they?
Yeah, it's like a deep almost navy purple kind of indigo robe.
As he reaches into a pocket that does not seem to exist on his robes and pulls out what looks to be like a wrapped up ration.
Wait, do we have any more meat pies? Did we eat them all?
You're the one who took the meat pies, Moon.
Oh no,
think the meat pies are
we made
long
the
gone.
joke. We made the joke that Mycena ate the last meat pie in front of the starving children last week.
When Mahongal pointed out, she said you didn't have to point it out.
All right. Oh, with the generous ration I got, I immediately feed the dragon.
He will take it from you earnestly.
Oh, did you have any for yourself, or did you just feed the whole thing to him?
I just fed it to him because I told the dragon I'd have him food, and he's like, are you giving me food? I say yes.
Okay. Had I known you were just going to do that, I could have fed him myself. But that's okay, I guess. Yeah.
All right, now that that's all done and dusted, well, we're not running away from mortal terror on our own. Let's go. And I start going back the way they came.
You watch as he
I think we're
turns
all
and
just
begins
standing there, watching
back
as
up
he.
that gun.
Are you?
You notice that they aren't following you at all.
Are we not running for our lives?
No.
We don't do that here.
They
Oh,
won't
don't
run
get
at
me wrong.
night.
We'll run if it's overwhelming, but we are currently looking for an escape route, and there's not one that way.
All right, death and glory it is.
Are you good in a fight?
Am I good enough?
That's no. All right.
I'm gonna just make a little vaguely humanoid form out of dancing lights and kind of send it towards Tomb, kind of like a ghost. Like, just see what he does, how he reacts to it.
I mean, I see you make it, right?
Not if I subtly cast it.
Are you gonna subtle
Are you
spell
gonna
a
burn a
cantrip?
subtle spell, some dancing lights?
Hey. Maybe.
Do you want to just, or do you just walk around the giant body that is Oxus?
I'll just walk around the giant body that is Oxus.
Okay. All of a sudden, this body of lights appear and just rush you.
Oh God, great one, protect me! The zombies, they're ghosts now. And I try to stab it with my short sword.
You watch as he pulls the sword from his hip, and as it draws from the sheath, that is oddly well decorated for the rest of him being kind of like ratty. You watch as the sword as the sword is drawn along the metal, it just begins to like subtly spark with electricity as he draws it, and slashes through the lights that just continue on their way.
All right.
Dissipated them as soon as he hit them. Just been like.
All right, killed the ghost. That was easy.
You're an extraordinaire, aren't you not?
I mean, they don't call me the conqueror of the great beasts for nothing. Those badgers didn't know what hit them.
I can't tell you how much I missed you, Ro. This is great.
This is such a 180 from Droll.
I know. That's why it's so good.
He went from super big to super teeny tiny.
Oh god.
I just realized I haven't said a single thing the entire time. Kiri's just looking at the featherless chicken.
Yeah, this rabbit person that is only a little bit taller than you are.
Wait, I thought Curry was like 5 feet.
Kiri's
The
like
ears.
the ears do take up a bunch of the height. But yeah, 5'4".
It's like how I wear my hair up a lot of the time, so I seem taller.
Are your ears part of that 5'4", or do they stand above?
I think his ears are part of the 5'4".
Okay. Oh, so we stand at the exact same height. Okay. Cool.
So,
So if we see a zombie, you're the first one running at it then, since you like to use a sword.
Zombies don't like electricity, or so I've heard.
I mean, I'm great and all. I guess if that's what the tall ones want. I put my tambourine away and I pull out a crossbow in the other hand.
I dare be regarded as a tall one, but I will take what other names you have, I guess. If anyone's the tall one, it's going to be him, and I'm just going to point at Oxus.
I was only average height. I'm not tall.
You're pretty big, my guy.
Yeah, but I'm not calling myself the short one, so y'all are tall.
Oh, touche.
Fair enough, I suppose.
And I'll begin very slowly walking forward then, if they're gonna put me at the front.
okay. You begin to take the lead down the sewer path, of which you have no idea the direction you're supposed to be heading.
I vote we just let him lead the way.
Fair enough. You want to make a survival check for me, Tom?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a straight shot. You just stay in the big tunnel and it'll be fine. You pretty much back the way that you came, all the way almost to the entrance, just bypassing any turns or forks or anything else that seemed to be in the way. Following your map, you're just following the main path back into basically where you jumped into the sewer.
All right, I came in around here.
Is this the
Same.
same area we came in?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
I thought you
would
were
like
saying it was
during
the way
this-
Tom came in. Are they one and the same?
No, I'm saying this. I was saying that about Curie. Curie knows that this is the way that y'all came in.
Gotcha.
Tom's just walking down this because it's the main route of the sewer.
Is the
Yeah,
ice still there?
Yes, the ice is still there. But during this walk, I would like Moon to make a perception check, as well as Mihongo. I'd say the other two of you are worried more about the path that you're taking.
Come on, that was almost real nice.
Oh, I see it.
I rolled off a 19.
Hey, that's what I rolled earlier, Connor.
Less see and more hear. As you walking past one of the T intersections that Tom has just brazenly skipped and just walked past, you hear what sounds like rubble collapsing in on itself off to the left of you, and you watch as about 50 feet down that tunnel, light begins to shine in.
I quickly usher everyone to get out of the line of sight from that tunnel.
Yep.
I climb onto the ceiling. I'm just gonna make myself tight. Here.
Hear the sound of what you can only imagine to be flesh hitting stone as it falls in. What sounds to be at least in the double digits worth of dead have just fallen in.
How far down did the collapse sound? Or
About
how far
About
did
50
here?
feet.
Okay.
3 feet down.
I go ahead. I just
With a nat
stuff my
20.
arm into my sleeve.
Yeah.
When they say
With
to
the
hide,
nat-
I just shut the light off.
I'm gonna hide behind the big meat wall.
With the nat 20 as well, you can hear that it sounds like they are spreading both directions of the tunnel that they collapsed into. So I need everybody to roll me some stealth checks.
Are you gonna roll for Lay Dragon?
Yeah, and I need Moon to roll.
I roll only one dice at a time.
I think me and Heavy have the same stealth boost.
So at the top of your character sheet, there should be an. Oh wait, no, sorry. Click the settings cog over on the right, and you should see an option for advantage toggle, always advantage, or never advantage.
Hebe has a +2 to stealth.
Oh, I thought it was +4.
I would say it is going to be not +4, but it'll be advantage out in the snow where he can
I
hide.
didn't help train him for stealth.
Not yet, you haven't.
I tried. We had a snowstorm time.
Yeah, but either way, that's 2 10s and a 12. You watch as in this sewer system, there's really not that many places to hide, as it is a rounded off tunnel. You, most of you, the two of you that rolled in the 20s and Oakses, managed to quickly back up and try to find either a step up where there's a little hidden alcove area, or try to quickly find another branch off tunnel that you can just hide behind. 3 of you, including Hebe, are not fast enough, and you watch as the dead round the corner and begin to spread out amongst this intersection. And some of them look and see tiny little kobold, and a rabbit person, and a dragon.
Sorry, I had to step away from the computer.
And all of the dead that were beginning to spill out from that intersection begin to head your direction.
Real quick. I am going to. How far away are they from?
They're about 30 feet from you.
Okay. From the ceiling, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hunger of Hadar subtly. That way, they don't see it come from anywhere. It just kind of appears. And so let me pop up. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast this.
That's honestly the best thing that you could do, because they
Yeah.
do all count as minions. So they, as minions, they automatically fail saving throws, especially dexterity-based ones.
Okay, good.
If you would roll the damage, because they don't have just one health. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And then any creature that starts its turn within, takes
Or move through
2d6
it,
cold damage.
and 2d6 acid.
Ooh. Okay, and then any creature that ends its turn must succeed on a dex save or take 2d6 acid. Oh, 17 total.
And this lasts how long? A minute?
This lasts up to a minute, yeah, but it's a 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold. The void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within it are blinded. And it's difficult terrain, so.
Alright.
Telepathically, I'm gonna just talk and be like, we need to move. Don't walk in the bubble.
Alright, boss man.
You watch as you cannot see much beyond, or pretty much anything beyond this area as you watch this strip of pure black, inky awfulness rips itself along the ground of the sewer system, and you can see what look to be, you imagine like the twinkling of stars somewhere in that black void, as these horrific looking tentacles begin to reach up and just like strike and claw at all of these the dead that are trying to head towards you, and you just watch as the bodies fall through the darkness.
The bodies hit
You
the
watch
floor.
Watch as like parts of them come out of the darkness that you can see as they hit the ground, and they are just like in pieces and dead. It does create a good amount of noise as well. So
Again, cacophony of soft whispers, but a cacophony is still a lot.
Was this off to
slurping
a,
noises.
was this a tunnel off the main one, or is this just on the main one?
This
is the main
is from where the light part was coming from where the zombies were coming from.
But was
Would
that
be-
off the main tunnel?
Yes, right? Right, David?
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
I thought you were putting it in the middle of the four-way intersection as they were coming through, not at the...
No, I was basically. Are they coming from just one specific direction?
Yes, from that hole.
Okay.
And since they
Yeah.
saw you, they are all heading that direction. So you're gonna put it in the intersection?
I put it right there.
Okay. So that happens, and you have about a minute to figure out how you're gonna escape this. Now that the Babao knows that something is down here.
Well,
Something
again, he
more-
could have just thought it was a chicken, a rabbit, and then a big old cat.
Yeah. Maybe depends on its intelligence score.
Or wait, what else did he see? Because he saw the.
It was Heavy and the two small ones.
Okay. So he saw two chickens
And I had the staring contest. He knows me.
and then.
So we can't proceed forward because of the portal?
Yes, but looking at the map, you see that if you take a bunch of like different detours, you can eventually make your way back to the place, as long as no more dead keep filing in.
And again, let me know when I gotta run damage again for that void, David.
I guess
You
we
don't
turn
have.
around.
We're just gonna keep that one roll because that one roll is more than enough to kill any of the minions that run into it. So for a
Okay.
minute, you're just gonna be stacking bodies.
My kill count is the highest.
What if he blocks the tunnel by dead bodies?
I mean, that's one way to do it. But this is more than just like an area, like the Hunger of Hadar for Moon specifically. This is more than just like some entity coming in and destroying everything. This is like a miniature rip in space.
Yeah.
So as they die, they are being drugged down into it. So there are
the
some.
void creeps warp in the fabric of space.
Yeah, there are like the ones that die to the cold damage are pretty much the ones that get sucked into it, but the ones that die to the acid are the ones that are falling to pieces and just creating like this small wall of bodies. Over the course of this minute, he might very well just block up the entirety of this intersection with corpses.
Well,
Who knows?
anybody...
We'll find out. I'll roll for how many more bodies you create.
I guess we'll turn around since we have no other way to go.
Now, if the two of you with the Wanderer background would like to make those survival checks again, or one with advantage.
Let's go separate again.
All right.
The both of you have it figured out fairly well right now that you just need to move. Right now, anywhere that's not near these dead is a good idea, and anywhere where you find a collapse is also a place to not go. So, snaking your way back up through the sewer system, you manage to avoid, for the most part, any collapses. You do have to cross a space that does have a collapse in it, and for that, I do need another group stealth check, and I will roll PV.
Jesus Christ!
Ceiling cat. Oh.
PV. Okay, so what's the stealth rolls? It's 13, 14, 8, 2, and a 9. Yeah, that wasn't gonna do it. Even if I did just group stealth. 8. Having been underground for a little bit too long for his liking, he sees the little exit, doesn't see any dead.
Oh wait, where's Mahungle?
He's gone.
Ooh.
We didn't do a perception check and he left the group. He's gone forever.
The zombies got
Alright.
him.
You're muted, G.
He might have stepped away.
It's likely that he has.
I'll roll for him then. I'll roll for him. I changed a singular tab, laptop. Why are we freezing?
Toaster oven's got a toast.
Here you are marking off the cave-ins, right?
Yep, I'm making them off, but I try to get away. And that's probably... I'm probably more focused on just the running than the hiding.
Come on.
Hey, sorry.
I mean, we don't need a run except for that. We don't really need a run. We just need to keep moving. I'm assuming the stealth check was probably a good time after the Hunger of Hadar.
Can y'all hear me?
It's maybe been... Yeah, I can
Really?
hear you now. Sorry. I do need a stealth roll from you.
Core.
Sneaky boy. Ooh.
Yep, nope. Wasn't gonna save you.
I got a +10, but that didn't help.
Yeah, but you know, you needed you needed something that not anybody in this group outside of Moon was able to get.
Oh, I don't have silver barbs. Never mind.
Like I was saying, having been underground for too long for his liking and not sensing any dead nearby, Hebe decides to take this one cave in that you pass as a chance just to the cold again. And in doing so, is spotted. You hear the dead beginning to shuffle and head to the direction of this cave in as well.
Is this the same day since the last one, or is it a different day? Since last session.
Still,
Oh, same day. Y'all
Same
haven't
day?
slept yet.
Because okay. Crap, then I only have one spell slot.
But
Okay.
you are beginning to hear the sounds of the dead from nearly every direction as you are racing your way through this sewer system. Who is the one that's going to be leading this rush back to the utility area?
I will lead the rush because I don't want that to lead them to the utility area. I'm going to lead them to the Thieves Guild hideout by following the markings.
Okay.
I don't want to lead them to where the others are.
Yes, and that's very fair. This is just going to separate you from Mycena and everybody else. So, if you would like to make a perception check to check out and find the markings.
Any one of them I see too, David, I'm gonna just go ahead and cast Mind Sliver. If I see any kind of peek out of the stuff, I'll run away. It's a 60-foot range, but any of them that I do kind of see walk around or something like that, I'm gonna just try and explode their head.
Yeah. So it's 2d6 on whatever. And considering they automatically fail saving throws. Somebody leave?
no,
No, I think somebody joined.
Yeah.
Michelle here. Earner.
Hi, homie.
Is that's Petra, but is that supposed to be Petra as Casey from Craig of the Creek? Looks like Petra and
What?
Casey from Craig of the Creek mixed together for Michelle's icon.
I think it's Big Bird, homie.
Bro, what are you
Big
talking
Bird?
about? That's not Big Bird. Or
on Discord.
Tetra. Not Petra. Tetra.
What? Her image on Discord?
Yeah.
Looks like Big Bird to me, homie.
No, I meant in the
Oh, in roll 20. Okay.
Oh,
no, I'm not in the Discord channel. I mean, Brown's cast.
No,
Oh,
either way.
Anyways.
Either way. With a 14 in that perception check, you are able to find the markings that lead at every intersection, and are able to find your way to the Thieves Guild. It is somewhat of a distance away.
I'd be able to tell when he tries to lead us off the path back. Was that a yes? So I guess when we make that eventual turn that he attempts to lead us the other direction. Mongo, that's the wrong way.
Connor, you good?
I said something. I was muted. I know where I'm going. I'm not leading them back to the utilities room. I don't want to lead them back to where the rest of the people are.
Are we directly being followed?
I thought we were. I stepped away.
They
Or
are.
not.
They're shambling and they're walking after you. Like I said, they don't run. They move at 15 feet, so can outrun them. But if you can pretty easily surmise if the Babao thinks that there is a group of people down here, it's probably gonna just flood the entire sewer system to try and kill all of you.
I don't understand. Don't we want more people helping us fight them?
These people
They're
can
not
fight.
fighters.
I don't get it. You don't have your elderly and women and children fight?
Not
Not-
here.
Technically, no.
Well, no wonder the kobold tribes are so much stronger.
Mycena, you, having stayed back while the rest of them were going to go and check out the sewer system to find like a good and safe path to one of the exits to get the people out, you had stayed back to help heal, feed, and make sure everybody else was okay. After about 2 or 3 hours of them being gone, you started to hear what sounded like moaning of the dead as they begin, as it sounds like there is coming from the exits from this chamber. It's a ways off, and you don't know if they're heading towards you or away from you or what's going on, but you start to hear the sounds of the dead in the sewer system.
Is there a way I could roll like a perception or something to figure out what direction, or is that not really possible? It's too far away.
Roll perception.
Cool. You need just a second.
It's coming from the direction that they were in, but if it's been like 2 or 3 hours, they should be close to the place where y'all had all entered the sewer system. Instead, it sounds much closer, but it does sound like it's heading away from you. So it sounds like they're being chased. Whether or not you want to try and rush and go find them, or see if they come back to you, or whatnot. Mihongo, are you still leading them away from the...
That was my intention.
Yeah, but at that turn where it goes different directions, Oxus is gonna advocate for not going not changing direction.
And I explained my reasoning for heading this way, and I haven't heard a counter-argument for heading towards our people.
Yeah, so no, I have to be there to protect. We can't. If they're in the sewer, they're in the sewer. We can outrun them. We might be able to lose them, but we need to make it back to be able to be there and protect those people.
I thought they were following us more closely. My plan was to lead them away from the people.
But I believe we're able to outrun them. Mechanically, that's what it's been sounding like.
Right.
You can outrun them, but at the same time, if the Babao knows that there's something down in these sewer systems, like I said, he's probably gonna flood the sewer system with the dead and try to kill everything.
I think we should try to lose them
Back
and make it back.
Here's something though. These sewers, they're big. We saw how many things were up there. It could give us a better time to get out. If he's sending everybody down here.
I just I'm going to go back and be with everyone.
Okay. If they're down here, as large as the sewers are, it will drain some from the surface, and if they can't climb, we could all hit up the rope ladder. Can you
Connor,
carry
you're
that kid?
doubling up.
He was exhausted.
Connor, you're doubling up. I'm hearing you twice over top
Yeah.
of yourself.
I can carry people up that ladder if need be,
Okay,
but I need to be there for them.
then that's what we should do.
Alright. Who do I want to have roll this? Moon, if you would, roll me an just a straight up intelligence check.
Who?
Moon.
Moon.
What?
Moon, if you're speaking, you're muted.
Can't hear you. You're not muted, I just can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Is that better?
Yes, we can actually hear you.
Okay,
I need a intelligence check from you, sir.
gotcha. I changed pages and then went back and then I just decided to slow everything down.
That-
Click the button. Oh, that's good. 15.
Okay.
I did it, yeah.
So the decision was made to run back to the cistern.
Yeah, I believe so.
Where everyone
Okay.
is, yes.
So you eventually make it back to that 3-point fork, and find that the dead haven't made their way from that far break about 500 feet down on the left side. Moon, you have the thought of, well, it might not stop them completely, but if we were to cause a cave-in at this forked intersection, it could buy us a good bit of time.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of usher people past me, and
Find some way
then
to block it.
what's that?
Or find some way to block it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got something. I'm gonna Arms of Hadar the cave.
The walls itself.
Yeah, the walls itself,
Okay.
and
So I assume you're collapsing the tunnel that leads to the fork, and the fork off to the left where the collapse is.
yes.
Okay.
Is he leaving the way I was trying to go open, or is he collapsing that too?
I think we're all the way back where we met.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it the three fork where we met, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Not good,
look
though.
at like the
So
the
we've
sewer
probably been
system
running.
itself-
We've probably been running for like an hour or so now.
Yes. The sewer system itself is set up to where like most paths will reconverge with the main path at some point. This is a branch off that you would assume, since this one leads close enough to the manor, that if you were to close off the main path right now and this block off that where the other break is, that you would have a path to the manor and you would have a path to the cistern, and at some point those paths would reconnect with the main path. It's just on some long winding spiraled out way. But so this will at least buy you a good bit of time if they move, since they move so slowly.
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's blocking my access to the Thieves Guild or not.
No, like I
Okay.
said, like it blocks the most immediate and direct route, yes. But this sewer system is set up in such a way that every path will lead back to the main path, and that will get you to the sewers to the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
It's just going to be a long detour.
All I'm saying is if we went the way I suggested, we wouldn't have had to run back.
You are currently headed that direction that you tried to lead them on the first time. Back
Always
direction that
listen to
they
your
came. So the sounds of the dead suddenly get cut off, Mycena, as you hear a collapse somewhere down the tunnel. Hearing that, the older kid hops up from his sleep and rushes to the entrance of the cistern next to you, as does the halfling Rowan. You watch as they draw their longbow and stand next to you, just like, what was that?
I don't know. Ooh, I did not prepare fairy fire or anything like that. And we don't really have any good vision down here, right?
Unless you have dark vision, which I think you do.
Yeah,
wait,
what elves do?
Wait, hold up. I think I do.
Yes, what elves do?
Oh, snap.
So-
Never mind. What
so-
can I...
Yeah, there is. It's you can the door to the cistern itself is open. It is a large metal like ceiling like you would see on like one of those big giant metal doors with the big wheel in the center that locks everything in place, like you see on like a ship. One of those. It's open currently, and you can look down that path, and it's right now it's too far away for you to see.
Mhm.
You hear a collapse, and the sounds of the dead have stopped.
That may be a good sound? They might have all died. Who knows? There's not really... I don't actually know the layout, so I don't know where... If I'm supposed to stay to protect the people still? And wait for backup? Or... should I be worried about that collapse?
It's up to you. Are you gonna go check it out?
Shit, why not?
Alright.
Okay.
These two won't let you go alone, but Charlie does not want to leave the kids behind, so he's gonna stay. Rowan will go with you.
Okay.
So, exiting the cistern, you begin to make your way down, and eventually you do come across the rest of the group, looking very tired as they have been running for quite a while, along with a very small, 2-foot-tall little kobold man, which are like small little dragon-like people.
Is everyone okay?
Yo, your dragon pet looks kind of different
Mycena,
from
is
last
everyone
time.
okay?
Oh, yeah, they're good. They're good. We've been waiting, you know. Just
Thank God.
just eating.
Did you fucks just lead them right to us?
I thought you said there was no more fighters here.
I was trying not to. My plan
no,
was to lead them away.
Rowan, we closed it behind us.
Okay, but do they know that there's people down here now?
There's a collapse basically on top of us, so yes.
Bruh.
Well, that fucks with things. We need to get back to the cistern. Come on. Wait, hold on. Who the fuck is you?
Who the fuck is me? Who the fuck is you?
This-
You don't know who you're talking to, do you?
Do you?
I know who I'm talking to. Well, I really don't care. I'm talking about myself. I'm Dum Denze. You're welcome.
So not a threat. Alright, cool. Let's go back to the fucking system.
Me? I can be plenty threatening.
Yeah, that's about what we decided as well.
And I'm digging your belt buckles, bastards.
I've kind of just figured he's
gonna
emergency
get
food for
overrun by
Huey.
zombies because his pants fell down.
It,
And then Tom's just gonna be like, yeah, I got your belt now. Got stuff now.
So back to the cistern. As the noise of y'all is all, it's loud. Y'all are all like making noise with your walk. You walk in and you find as Tom, as you walk in, I think you're probably the first one to walk in immediately after, or just in general, the first person to walk in gets a firebolt near their feet.
Jesus. Is there any way to greet a guest?
I don't even know who you are.
And that's a great way to find out, isn't it? Just go and try and shoot the guy.
He's with us. We picked him up along in the halls.
Okay. Watches his hand goes from being on fire, basically, until it goes back to being a normal hand. The word for unlit. I don't know. So bad news. They got caught down here because I guess there was a collapse that happened, and so now the damn thing knows that there's shit down here. So fuck.
It saw a few of us. We blocked part of it off with a spell, some magic. I think it took care of most of it, but that only lasted for a minute. But we booked it out of the main hallway far before it could see us, but even then we blocked it off.
164 dead zombies from that.
How much experience do I get?
It's too bad we're running on milestone.
Do I get any? I can't remember what my
Feedback?
points were. No, what my points are for, but I don't think they were part of killing zombies like that. And honestly, that hurts because 164 is a lot. Do I feel it?
Yeah. You feel like you have caused great loss of life.
I mean,
Of
unlife.
they were already dead, so I don't feel bad for killing anything that was dead.
Yeah.
For a human, that'd be remorseful, but
Yeah. So this is Stevie now. So we've got to move soon. I don't suppose that there's a way to get the people out now, so y'all have to go and fucking kill that thing. And hope beyond hope that thing's death is gonna cause all these zombies to just die.
I hope so too. Worst case scenario, the sewers are quite large. If he is trying to flood the sewers with the zombies, it should leave some clearing up above. They can't climb this ladder to follow you.
Yeah, that makes sense. If he's trying to, I get what you're saying. And that is a hope. So what's the plan then? Try to kill the thing first, or get the people out? It's gonna suck either way.
I'm not sure we can get the people out. Okay, basically, I'm worried that the only way to get the people out is to let the sewers flood with zombies, and by that point, it'll still be risky. I think the best option is to go and try and kill it.
Is there a north exit for the sewers? Or the northernmost exit? How close is that to the edge of town?
It's not. The northernmost exit is the higher exit that leads to the manor.
Yeah.
There is the. So what Moon blocked off was the main path and the left part of the fork. There's the middle part of the fork and the right part of the fork where y'all are. That middle part where Toon came through leads back up to the manor. That is the place where you can get into the manor from the sewer system. But the way to get to the manor from the streets is right above you. The utility place, the big fucking thing that you're underneath right now is the closest exit to the manor on the surface. The sewer entrance is where Toon came from, which you don't know if there's dead down there, because he said he was being chased.
Well, I've said my piece. What do you think? And I look at the others.
I didn't want it to turn out like this, but it's sort of what I had originally said. Since they can't climb, lead them down here. I just don't want these people to be in danger.
I agree, but I don't see much other option.
Is there... I've already forgotten the description of, like, what's down here, if there was anything that could even potentially, like, barricade the canal entrance.
The big giant metal door, like you would see on a submarine or a ship type big metal wheel in the center that puts two locks on the top and bottom into place on the door. It's about a good solid 1.5 foot thick metal door.
Well, why don't
That's
we
what
just
closes
live
the
here?
cistern.
We just block everything off, lay some traps, make some nice, wonderful, fantastic tunnels, and we just live here for the rest of our lives. Establish a new tribe. I'll be the chief. It'll be great.
Even beside the
I
point
don't-
of living here, if anyone's going to be the chief, it's not going to be you.
I don't want to live down here forever. This is,
I don't plan on it
really-
either.
That's a horrible idea, and it smells like shit. Because it is everywhere.
Obviously, that'd be the first thing we took care of. It'd be perfectly pleasant.
Throw the shit out? Does that mean you leave?
Okay, there's some hostility here.
I wonder fucking why. Maybe I'm a little on edge at the moment. I don't want to be down here forever either. And as much as I'd hate to leave the kids behind, I want to kill that thing so fucking badly. And if it's the safest, if it's the quickest way to get rid of these zombies that we're hoping of, I'll go with you.
Who was that
All
one
right.
just speaking? Was
That was
Charlie.
That was Charlie.
that was Charlie?
Yeah, if you hear a non-New York accent, it's Charlie.
Well, I guess we can go out old Death and Glory style.
All right.
So the room that they're in can be barricaded? Or like
Yes,
it has
there's-
doors that
there's-
just...
There's only one entrance. It's one big, giant, cylindrical room that only has one entrance into the sewers, and it is that.
Oh, I
big...
thought there was... I thought this big four-way entrance.
Not to this
No.
cistern part that we're in.
Not to this.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two entrances really, and it's the one that's 120 feet up the ladder into the utility block, or there's the big, giant metal door that leads to the sewers itself.
Okay, but they have a door.
Yes, it's a 1.5 foot thick metal door. So it can be closed and locked, and if you want to put things up against it to make yourself feel safer, you can do that. Well, if y'all are going up there to kill that fucking thing tomorrow, I recommend y'all get some fucking sleep because y'all look like shit.
I agree.
All right, and we'll strike at the
Normally
first
I would take
sign
offense
of
at
the
that,
moon.
but I agree. I feel like shit.
I.
Alright, so everybody begins to gaseous form.
I don't know what that was,
Use
but
gaseous
she
form
did
yourself.
say that she would like to remind everyone that it wasn't her fault and that she fed the good people.
Yeah. Yeah, and then ate the meat pie in front of children.
No.
Hey,
Starving
hey,
children. Starving.
hey, Moon.
Hmm.
Didn't you say you could, talk to people at the end of the day?
I can, yes. Are we about to lie down and have a nice little rest?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Then yes, what is it you had in mind?
Let Almondstorp know there's a problem.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me...
The only person you would know to call would be Lapis.
Alright, hang on, because I'm out of third level spell
Miss
slots, so
Lizzie?
I'm gonna have to...
We just call the butcher. Hey, there's a problem. Please tell the authorities.
Well, we know the
What the fuck is
Butcher,
this?
we
Why
know
are you talking in my
Khaled, we
head?
know Artyom.
I'm going to sacrifice a first level spell slot to get back a sorcery point, and then use
Yeah, but you
5
have enough
sorcery
sorcery
points,
points to burn them into a spell slot to cast
then
message.
burn
Or
5
sending.
sorcery points to get
Yeah.
back a third level spell slot to cast sending.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and burn a second level spell so I get 2 sorcery points back. Or no, 3 sorcery points back. No
Alright.
mistake.
No, 2.
Is it 2? Oh, that's right, it is per level.
Yeah, it's 1 per level, but it costs more to buy a spell slot than sorcery
That's
points.
right, that's right.
So, who are you sending the message to? Colette, Artyom, Lazuli?
Probably. You said Lazuli, right?
Yeah,
Probably
that's
the
the
best
one on the
person.
council that you know.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
sent us on this.
Before I cast them, I'm gonna get what words do I need to let them know specifically?
There's a zombie problem in Gipfelstadt. There's a demon that's making the zombies.
Zombies. 26 sewer.
23. 23 survivors.
They're not going to know what 23
The rest of
sewer
the
is. They
town.
might think there are 23 zombies.
I don't know.
The town has been turned into zombies. There's 23 survivors.
Town turned to zombies. 23.
You got
Is
like
23
one
one word or
sentence?
2?
You got like one sentence, Moon? You got like 5? Like,
I mean, if you
I
write,
can say up to 25 words.
I can't count that high.
Okay,
I put
one
numbers, because it'd be hyphenated. It'd be 20-3, wouldn't it?
I
Yeah.
think.
So it would
I'd
be
say
one
20.
word technically.
Yeah, 23 would be 1 word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's the name of the village again?
Gipfelstadt.
Gipfelstadt. Gipfelstadt
Basically,
turned to
mountain town.
zombies. 23 survivors. Babao. Controlling zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 words, so you still have
Okay. Here, hang on.
16.
Let me see.
We're trying to kill the Babao tomorrow.
Um,
If we
That's
fail,
15.
army needed ASAP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That overrun by zombies and Babao. That right there is 6. 23 survivors.
So what I wrote was Gipfelstadt turned to zombies. 23 survivors. Babao controlling zombies. Will attempt to kill Babao tomorrow.
As little guard dogs, Messina. I love it.
That's 15. So we have 10 more words.
Overrun by zombies and Babao. 23 survivors. Plan to
Kill Babao on the morrow.
Babao tomorrow.
That reduces it to 14. Plan to kill Babao tomorrow. Please send support for survivors.
Send assistance for survivors. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Please send assistance for survivors.
You have 25 words to respond.
Gathered stray.
I believe she probably knows what sending is.
I don't know how common magic is in this world.
Fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Not
7, 8,
particularly common,
10, 11,
which is why it
12,
was strange
13,
to run
14,
across
15,
this burning child.
18, 19, 20. Sincerely yours.
I would inform her that she has 25 words to respond. Magic isn't exactly common. She may not know how this spell works.
You can reply to this message.
Messaging and data rate supply.
This is long distance, so make every word count.
They charge by the letter.
Call me back after 9 when the words are free.
Okay. Alright, so I got exactly 25. So I'm gonna...
Right.
I've got Gipfelstadt overrun by zombies and Babao. 23 survivors. Plan to kill Babao tomorrow. Send assistance for survivors. Gathered a stray, in reference to Tom, but she won't know that. You have 25 words available.
Did you say the survivors are in the sewers?
That wouldn't really matter at this point.
We're about to exit the sewers anyways.
Yeah, if you kill this thing and get and have the survivors above ground, that won't matter.
Well, if we kill this thing and the zombies don't disappear, it's still a problem.
Yeah. But at that point, they're more than likely going to be aimless. They won't have anything guiding them to do.
I don't know that. It's an assumption.
Yeah.
It's a guess. It's a guess.
You're
Too many
a
syllables.
guess.
Too many syllables.
Either way, the message is sent.
Yeah, Daniel, you got like, what, 4 or 5? He's like 2, maybe 3?
2, 3 on a good day, yeah.
Who?
I also do want to point out that I did say that the town's population was near and around 15,000, and Moon just took out, like, 1%.
At least 1%, yeah.
Yeah.
Over 1%.
Yeah, 1% of the population.
Like
We don't
just
have
shy
to
of
stay
1.1.
here forever.
Like, just shy of 1.1%.
Just have him do Hunger
We
of
just
Azar
have to
every
stay here
time.
100 days.
Less than that.
We'll get the AC 130 up and running.
Alright, either way, the message is sent. The response comes as, "Oh, well, that's a lot more than we bargained for. Understood. We'll send help as we can find volunteers to do so. Running thin on supplies as is."
Help me! Help me!
I thought I counted 26, but
Either way. I might have missed over one.
no, wait, no, that was. Yeah, you're probably right.
I like to summon 8 Mastiffs right now. Cute support Mastiffs or scary protective? Both.
Yes.
Yes.
Halflings and other small humanoids ride them as mounts.
And if
Yeah,
he puts the saddle
halflings
on a
and other
mastiff, it'll
small
turn into a
humanoids
horse.
will ride mastiffs as mounts.
So you're telling me that Tom can hop on a dog?
Yes, but the fun part is if he puts the fucking saddle on it, it turns into a Shetland.
True, it does.
It turns into a what?
A pony.
It turns any mount into a horse, but I'm not gonna say it changes their size, so they're mastiff-sized Shetland ponies.
Shetland, that's what you said. Okay, gotcha.
But I assume you're all gonna take a rest and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep right at the entranceway.
What's the plan? Attack
So-
at dusk. Attack.
Here's what I'm
Time zone?
picturing.
We're attacking
DM is-
tomorrow, so it's
DM?
probably after a night
Like-
connection.
Tomorrow, like sun out.
Yeah,
Okay.
tomorrow.
Here's what I'm picturing. Like some of the kids are riding around on the mastiffs, and then as Mycena falls asleep, and the mastiff just disappears out from under them.
You just hear 6 thuds and then whining.
Wait a minute, is it a concentration spell? I thought it was a
Yeah.
like
1 hour as
No?
well.
Concentration
1
up to
hour.
1 hour.
It is both.
conjuration.
It is conjuration as well.
Yeah. So
I'm
if you wanna-
confused.
It's
If
only
you wanna
temporary.
stay
It
up-
temporarily summons them.
They
I guess
last
she's
for
doing
1
first
hour.
watch.
Yeah.
That's
I'll-
stupid.
Yeah, no, since this is like a non-combat issue, if you want to take first watch, I'll allow them to last long enough for a watch.
Another one.
We just got control.
Do it again.
But they got-
You want some
That's
more
not-
dogs, kids? Wolf spiders.
I got some.
Technically, in the weight requirement, I can get 8 giant wolf spiders. They're a little bit bigger than a dog.
They're not as comforting as a dog.
Dude, do they just
Yeah.
become a Sleipnir at that point when you put the saddle on?
Oh god.
It's okay, they're here to protect.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so if you and Oxus want to make perception checks for first watch, because Oxus said he was staying up for first one. Or at the very least, you said you were shaken up by the door.
Yeah.
I said, if you roll me the perception check, please.
Okie Ah, I perceive my own hand.
Maybe
Yeah,
not even that.
you're more worried about the fact that the children are now very cuddled up into a corner, trying to stay as far away from those wolf spiders as possible.
Oh, they're racist. Like, wolf spiders are great. Wow. Ungrateful.
Children are racist. Eat in front of them, call them racist.
Tom is also
They're the
shying
life
away
out of
from
Mycena
the
giant
doesn't
spiders.
like children. That's what this is.
A -1 charisma, dude. I'm trying my best.
Tom doesn't trust anything that can that's
Meanwhile-
bigger than him and has 8 arms.
Oxus is just
It's
staring
okay.
straight down the tunnel with Heavy, hopefully by his side. However, Heavy decides to spend his time.
Yeah. Nothing happens. Watch goes by uneventful. Rowan will take the next watch. Anybody else wants to watch with them, or they will watch on their own.
I'm sleeping as long as they will let me.
Yeah, same.
I didn't specify anybody to wake me up, so I'm sorry.
Again.
You don't need to watch again. You won't get any sleep. Rowan will watch. Roll the fucking dice. Roll the dice. Like a hawk with a 23.
Yeah, 23 squad. The kids can finally go to bed.
Could you just imagine? I'm just. What is it?
Love, Death, and Robots, the Christmas thing, and the second season,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just creepy.
I
Like-
think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just imagining that. And they're like, what would happen if we were bad? Just that, standing over a child as they're trying to sleep. Just Minecraft spider sounds. Just.
Imagine they're actually more wolf than spider.
So they're licking you with their, but like their mandibles stretch out, kind of.
No, she tried to make it as close to, you know, the dog that has like the spider costume on him.
That still has 8 eyes.
I'm just imagining the dogs from Resident Evil with the split faces.
Oh gosh, I hate those.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I was so glad on subsequent runs when I was going through with unlimited ammo on magnums.
Yeah.
So anything
Trying
happened
her
during
best,
watches,
okay? She ain't never deal with kids.
So,
I just jumped
Rowan-
into the window, just straight
so
head first.
So,
Boom.
Oxus, you and Mycena come back in, and Rowan will walk out into the sewers and take their watch out there. While everybody's asleep, Rowan's watch goes by. Okay. And pretty much uneventful. And come back in, and who's gonna take the last watch?
Whenever Rowan wakes up.
Yeah, I was
Moon
about to say.
No, Moon will take this last watch.
Okay.
Perception check.
Yep.
Okay, could be worse. 11.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna try to sneak up and go look at the numbers again, see if I can't figure anything out.
What numbers?
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
The etched
Oh.
ones.
It was something we discovered
Or
yesterday.
15, 15, whatever.
Yeah, 4,
Oh, yeah,
15,
you weren't here for
15, 13.
Oh no. I mean,
Mihongo found some numbers that no one else knows exist.
oh, but do I see Mahongo get up and leave?
No, because
Probably
the watch takes place out in the sewer itself.
Oh,
Like
gotcha.
you're opening the door, going out, and then closing it behind you, and having your watch out there.
Okay. Well,
And with the disadvantaged perception checks for people sleeping, no one sees or hears Mihongo leave.
There's a chance I could.
Disadvantage.
I
Disadvantage. It would be your passive perception because you're asleep, -5 because disadvantage.
Okay.
And then no one sees Mihongo leave.
Because if I roll 2 nat 20s.
It wouldn't be like that. An active perception check requires you to be awake. Up you get, ladder up and in. You're quiet enough to get out of that trapdoor that leads down into the cistern easily enough. You're back up in the utility block. There is quite a bit more zombie presence up here, which you would know that up on this surface level at where you are currently is much closer to the manor. You can surmise that what zombies aren't down in the sewers flooding the sewers are being gathered around the manor.
okay, and I'd like to just kind of take a stealthy position up top on the roof there too. If I could, just to
Moon,
make
you're
sure
in
I
the
stay
sewer.
unseen.
No, Moon, you were down in the sewers. I am the one
I
sneaking
thought-
up.
I thought you were talking about me. Okay, nope, never mind. Completely disregard.
Right, sir.
No, you're good.
There are quite a few more zombies in the utility block, but it's still with a 28. It's easily done that you can get to that same office again.
You said there were a bunch of paintings on the wall and stuff?
Yeah, there were 2 paintings on either side. Like
Anything
like
behind them?
There's the one painting of like a green field with like just like it looks like a Windows desktop looking kind of
Okay.
painting, and it just comes off and leaves, and there's nothing on the wall behind it. You go over to the painting that looks like a mirror of that same painting that you just removed, but everything is burning and on fire. It looks more like a heavy metal album cover kind of a thing. And as you try to move it, it refuses to budge.
Okay, can I look for how it's attached?
You look off underneath. If you actually roll me an investigation check with
And
advantage.
one more
now,
level, I'd be proficient in this.
I was about to say with advantage because you have the numbers and this thing isn't moving, so you're giving it your full attention. Well, a 9-2. What is wrong? Looking at how it's attached to the wall itself, you see nothing. Like, even obviously just looking at like the sides of the painting underneath or like feeling around up top, you don't feel anything that feels like a switch or anything. It just seems to be attached to the wall.
No switch, no nothing. Using my thieves' tools, is there any way to like pry up underneath it to find a latch of some kind?
Make a thieves' tools check for me. You're able to find on it's kind of awkward. You have to like get the chair for the desk and stand on top of it to reach the top of the painting. But you're able to get in your tools into the frame of the painting, and like the painting itself, like you can't feel the canvas. Like it's a glass covering over the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to get your tools into the frame enough to where you can unlatch the lock that the frame keeps the painting itself in.
Okay, and I try to I remove it.
Yeah. The frame and the glass comes down. The painting stays firmly placed against the wall. You upon removing the glass itself, you see that there seemed to be paintings on the inside of the glass itself that added to the painting when it was placed on it, having removed the glass away from it. You find that it wasn't adding things. Get the fucking shit off my map.
Holy cow! What?
It was more hiding things on the painting than anything else.
Okay, so what do I see? What was it hiding?
Part of the landscape peels away as you pull the glass off. There, in its place of what used to be burning hills, is replaced by those same shaped hills, but instead they are made entirely of burning bodies, corpses, devilish beings that are just seem to be just causing mayhem and havoc.
And this was Stevie's office?
Yes.
Weird tastes.
Having pulled this off, would you please make... You can either take 10, but you have a +3, or you can... or how long do you want to take? Because this will be one of the homebrew rules that I did.
I want to be back. I want to be back about half an hour before the watch is over.
Okay, so you have about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So if you want to take that whole hour and a half, you can find it.
I'm gonna. I mean, I'm gonna work until I find it, unless
Yeah.
it goes longer than an hour and a half.
Okay. If you take like an hour, you'll find it.
Then yeah.
It's yeah. Just looking at the painting for a while, you just see the rolling hills of like burning corpses and devils and things that are going on here. You're scrolling your finger over the painting, trying to like look for something that you're missing, and as your finger touches part of the painting, you watch as the landscape of the painting itself moves like a touchscreen. Sorry. Having found that, begin to move the painting along, just sideways, up, down, however you can find it, and you realize that you're seeing this 360 picture. You took it from this point of view and can see everything around in this landscape. It is a still shot, but as you turn it entirely around, you see what looks to be hundreds, if not thousands, of devils rushing one figure in the center, clad in black armor, skin pale white, bald head, burning fiery wings. If you trained in religion or history?
I believe history. Let me check.
You,
History, yes.
you can make a history check. The closest thing you can attribute this painting to, this looks to be a depiction of Zariel in the Nine Hells.
Okay.
And upon moving the painting to where she is in frame, you watch as the eyes on Zariel flash a bright red, and the painting itself, you hear, and it just falls from the wall.
I try to catch it so it doesn't make any noise and alert the zombies.
You easily done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a light painting. It's wood frame canvas and all that, just magic.
Subject matter seemed pretty dark to me.
Oh yeah. And behind it, you find a safe with a four-digit combination, but not a numerical. It's alphabetic.
Okay. Well, seeing as the only 4-digit thing I have to go off of were those numbers, I'll try sliding it to 4 clicks, and then 15 clicks, 15 clicks, 13 clicks.
Spelling out DOOL.
Oh, Slayer.
Which is exactly the shape that painting is taken, only in the Doomslayer's place is Zariel. It looks David did an Easter egg.
And he gave me shit for
Beautiful.
putting Blade in one of my campaigns.
I also gave you a Minecraft Easter egg where you all turned into like blocky forms of yourselves for a bit in the first campaign.
I remember.
Yeah. The safe cracks open, and behind it you find the chest. It's not a chest; it's a safe. Inside the safe is lined with platinum pieces. If you want to roll me a D100. 56 platinum.
Holy shit.
Damn, sewer workers making bank.
As well as a small wooden chest. The wood looks to have been burned, so you can't tell what kind of wood it used to be. It is charred, blackened, with black steel as the metal framing for it. You take hold of the chest and open it. Inside you find what looks to be like resting on like a red velvet pillow. You can only imagine as an armband. Like it looks to be like from about the wrist, if you could see me doing this, it looks to be about that long.
Sorry, I was typing up notes. 1 moment. Okay.
Looks to be about that long of an armband, but it is made entirely of a singular metal snake design, starting at the head, which would be placed here, just at the end of the wrist, and just snakes its way around as one big giant snake design that ends in its tail right there.
Okay. So
It is
the snake
made-
head starts at the wrist and snakes about halfway down the forearm. For our viewers that cannot see you.
Yes, sorry. And it is.
It covers my tattoo.
Sort of. It does cover, like, you have like the back of your hand and the palm and stuff like that, but this. I'm gonna copy this.
If it's taken me about an hour to do this, I'll take the next 10 minutes to cast Identify.
Alright, then I will copy this and send it to you. Or just put this in the Roll20 chat so you can see. There you go.
Thank you.
What was his name? I can't remember the name of the belt snake. Nigel?
Simon.
Simon.
And I guess I take. So I got about 20 minutes left before I want to head down.
Yep.
Are there any? So that you said there were other offices up here that I could access?
Any other offices?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this office is at the end of the hallway. It's a very short hallway. There are 2 offices on either side, so there's 4 total other offices that you could go into.
Okay. I guess I'll go. I'll try to examine them all quickly and see which one will be the most likely. Like which one piques my interest.
The most lucrative.
Yeah.
3 syllables.
This was obviously going to be the most lucrative one, as like the head of the union, you would imagine, or like the head of like the utility block run. Stevie had his own big office and this stuff in it. It'd more be items that would have use and less items that would be monetarily valuable in the rest of these offices. Like you would find like there would be crowbars people would need. There would be stone chiseling tools. If you want to,
I'll try to put together. In that case, I'll try to put together like a mason's toolkit and another thieves' toolkit.
Yeah, and you can do that. I would also say if you want to roll just a straight d20 as a luck check, see if you can't find something else. It's over 10, it'll work. If you want
just to go back to the other people, like, hey, I went up, I found this stuff. It should be able to help us.
Yeah. If you want to roll me a d100 now.
Nice.
Nice.
How
You
nice
find
is
a
it,
dildo.
though?
I don't care what it is, make it good. You gotta find the table that actually has something good on for it.
I don't care. I'm doing off the same table that I've been using for these items.
There should be a 69 table.
No.
Special table.
I feel like
for if
that's
you
a
roll
different kind of dungeon. You're looking at.
You find in one of the offices as you have to like pry open this part of the desk. There's no lock that you can like use your lock picks for. You actually have to like, it's just stuck heavily. You have to like put a dagger in there and kind of like pop it.
I got a crowbar.
Yeah, now you do. Yeah.
I started off as rogue. I have a crowbar.
Okay. You have a crowbar. You're able to pop it open, and aside from like the random loose papers that you find in there, you managed to find a locket. And opening up the locket, there is a I don't know who it is, but there is a design of a woman's face. They appear to be elvish. You don't know if that's like high
It's a
elvish
picture of your
or
mom?
elvish.
I am a high elf noble. I think I can tell if it's a high elf or wood elf drow.
Yeah. But they're not a drow, obviously. You can't, but for some reason you're unable to tell if they are of, like, wood elf or high elf or Eladrin even. It's sort of kind of ambiguous in that sense, but you know that they're elven.
Okay.
And as like looking at the locket itself, it's just like right now it's just a plain blank face, but as you close it, as you like begin to close, like, oh, it's just a random locket. You swear that the lady's eyes in the painting dart up towards you. Before it closes.
Little freaked out. I keep that in mind, but I pocket it. Feeling like my time is nearing, I go ahead and head back down. With some tools to perhaps help.
So you managed to get back down. If you want to roll me one more stealth check to see how quietly you get back down.
If I can, there we go. Couldn't open myself. Stealth.
No, perfectly fine. No one even knew you were gone. It was weird. You make your way down and just resume your nap, I guess.
Everyone died under Moon's watch. Just complete
Heading
chaos.
Heading back over to Moon. It's boring. You hear the sounds of the dead at the collapse that you made.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing coming from behind you down that path. There's nothing. They can't seem to get past that collapse.
Moon's just sitting there on the other side of the wall, just kind of hand like Spanky from Little Rascals, and just kind of giving him the bird. But again, they can't see it. It's just for his own satisfaction.
Rest of your watch goes by, as boring as it's gonna be. And who's gonna take the fourth and final?
Whoever he wakes up. We didn't set an order before we slept.
He wakes up Mahongle.
I mean, at this point, Mihongo, you've had your 4 hours of needed rest.
Okay.
I would consider like a last bit of a watch to be light activity. So, you want to roll that last perception check?
If the 4 hours is all I need, then definitely. If not, I would have woken up, donned my armor, and then gone over to Kyrie and woken her up. I'm like, hey, my watch is over, it's time for yours, and then go back to sleep.
That's up to you, homie. How petty do you want to be? Do you want to make sure you get your beauty rest, oh noble boy? Wake up the country bumpkin rabbit girl?
If I feel rested enough, I'll do it. But if you're saying 4 hours is enough, I'll do it.
4 hours would be enough, but
After we
it's
just were
also
sprinting down a tunnel for 2 hours.
yeah. I feel like you could use this sleep. It'd be nice.
Has Tom done anything to insult you in particular?
Has what?
Has Tom done anything to insult you in particular?
Not really. We didn't really talk much. Plus, I don't necessarily trust you yet,
Fantastic.
so I'm not going to leave you on watch. I'll take the watch.
Okay.
To watch. Bet kids
Yeah,
from
does
last
anybody
week.
have a watch? I'll take that watch too.
The kid's dad's watch that from last week.
I forgot about that.
My watch actually
You're
just
taking
broke.
his watch. Oh, Mihongo.
No, I won't take that watch. That was that actually. I checked it. Did it now?
It didn't fit.
Yeah, it didn't fit.
What's your proficiency bonus? Right, it's 3 at level 5.
Yeah.
Level 5.
Okay. You're kind of muffled now, Connor.
Yeah, 3 at level 5.
Okay. Are you like with that 17? Nothing really much going on. Mine kind of like draws back to like what you saw in Stevie's office and the locket that you found, the armband that you have now. Why was the painting? That's a very weird painting to have.
And before I left, I put everything back, like to make it look like.
No, I imagine you would. You wouldn't want any, evidence if he
Right.
was to go back up there.
David, I think I might have to hop off there, bud.
We're about to end.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah, no, I've got work in like an hour or so.
Yeah.
But no, it's your mind draws back to that locket. Like, did that thing like actually like look at you? Like it's weird.
I'll examine it again. I'll press identify on it. Virtually.
Oh yeah.
It was creepy. I don't want to open it. I don't have to. It was creepy. I don't want to open it. I don't have to.
This one is a. I don't have anything much written out for this one because it's on this table, so forgive me as I like refit what it's supposed to be into this world. It's a locket of a woman's face that will always appear to be vaguely the same race as the person that is looking into the locket. While holding this locket, you can add your proficiency bonus to even if you already do add it for wisdom saving throws against being charmed.
Okay.
And it has a number of uses equal to your proficiency bonus as well.
Okay, cool. Is it attunement as well?
No,
Okay, can you type that up in the
I will. Yeah, I'll text it to you. But at the end of your watch, you head back in. Everybody else is beginning to stir. And thus begins the day that you go to kill the Babao. That's where we're gonna very clumsily end it, as some of us kind of need to get moving. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week to continue this and see how this plays out. Once again, we are 2D4. This is our campaign, Come Hell or High Rollers. Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening.
Y'all have a good one.
Adios, amigos.